Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Alt Kings podcast. This is episode 104, and today I have James and the Hbar car. How you guys doing?
Oh, we are excited to be here with the All Kings. It has been a amazing journey. So we are really happy to be here to tell the HBAR community all about what we've got going on here.
So let's just dive right into it then, James. My first question to you would be, tell me more about yourself as well as your car and the vision behind the Hbar car itself and kind of what you're doing with your vehicle and kind of where you see this going all the way up to until the event.
Well, I'll tell you, I started in healthcare and I'm a peer counselor now, and I also traveled on the road for 15 years. And I entered this space about 3 years ago, and I'm very good at research, and I learned this all by myself, which, trust me, started as science fiction. And then I discovered Dr. Baird, and it is incredible that my life has changed. I used to love Adele and Sandra Bullock, and now I'm all about Dr. Baird and Mr. Harmon, and Hedera has opened up my eyes, and that's really what this car is about, is the appreciation of this technology that I did not know existed, and it has been a beautiful journey, and I have met incredible people, and this technology
It
just
is.
blows me away. And I'm your target audience. I'm coming over from Facebook, and I know how hard it is. And I think what we have here with the H-Bar car is a beautiful way to kick off some mass adoption. There's a lecture from Dr. Baird where he talks about environmental, social, and governance. That's a beautiful lecture you can find on YouTube, and that's what this project needed to be before it was ready to present to Dr. Baird and Mr. Harmon and Swirl's Lab. I take that more seriously than anything else in this world. My biggest dream is to present them with a project that they are so proud of, that is their H-Bar car, and that's our mission of what we're going to do. This is a ginormous project we have well over 30 businesses working with us on HBAR, and it has been a wild undertaking to gather everyone together. We've had so much fun. And when I started as an investor in HBAR, and I was just interested in utility. I didn't know anything about NFTs whatsoever. And when I came into the space, I was like, what are all these monkeys? And that was it. And I didn't take another look at NFTs at all. And then one day, I saw MFW, Beautiful Errors, and it stopped me in my tracks. That art, I was mesmerized by MFW, Beautiful Errors, and I still am. I'm just fascinated by this artist, and my love of his art and the appreciation of that started me looking into the NFTs, and then I ran into the boons, and that's when life went crazy for us. I made an error talking to the boons. I had bought my first boon and this is a great part too, because I get to hear the stories behind the NFTs that I think a lot of people miss, and how we all connect to them as buyers and as holders. So I bought a boon that just reminded me of myself. And then I wanted to do my wedding vows with my wife. So I just asked one of the boons, can one of you do my wedding vows? Well, that turned into somehow I'm getting married on Twitter with the boons, and I'm already married. So we had the first Twitter boon wedding ever, which turned into a wild, crazy event. And we gave away all kinds of goodies. So that kind of kicked it off. And it started with retail and me just getting involved. I played Hangman with the boons, and it was a crypto term, and I was like, great, I got no chance here. But poor James, my name is James, happened to fit. So I thought it was funny. So I wrote in poor James, and I got to get involved in their ecosystem, and I was seeing how cool this is and how many people are missing out on how much fun I was having myself. And then as the journey progressed, I happened to run into some H barbarians in the Philippines, and I had heard about Axie Infinity, and so we just got discussing in DMs about the Philippines, and there are 12 H barbarians out there that are so super talented, and so I got talking to them and knowing them and hearing their stories, and they are now sea level. They have become a business on Hedera, and that's another thing the HBAR car hopes to do in our mission is provide opportunity. We believe that mass adoption happens with all the masses. And there's many, and this is where the social comes into our project. We're also working with Indigenous Canada. They would love to be on HBAR. They have a problem with internet up there. We're working with Annie Brass. She's a comedian and also does big social stuff up there. They have a wonderful community of artists, musicians. The HBAR car is going to be, we're building it right now. So we're going to put all of our businesses on the car. There have been amazing custom made hood ornaments that are just fabulous, and I'm not going to reveal those yet. I have to save those for special. So, and then we have, the environmental climatiers are working with us. We have Dovu. Dovu loves the idea of the car. The car is a combustion engine. Mazda Miata doesn't come out with an electric car for 2 years. So Dovu is going to pick up the marketing and show how important Dovu is to the world. And so they'll be doing the carbon credits for the HBAR car. And we've got an ADA company coming over because we love all this space here at HBAR. We believe in everybody and promoting this wonderful space all across the USA. I'm driving full time
Nice.
for
So
HBAR.
just to clarify to
And
everybody out there, you're currently
yeah,
in the HBAR car. And so this vehicle is going to
I
be basically decked out with a bunch of decals from a bunch of different projects. And it's going to be heading down to Hello Future Live's event this October in California. And you're coming from Washington, correct?
we are trying to get to Hello Future Live. We're it's right around the corner there, and it's been, like I said, it's been very hard to organize so many different companies, and as I said, this project has evolved, and I've always said trust the process, go with the flow. And this whole project is about, I've learned this in my life, is about following your joy. And I knew in the crypto space, I've got a lot of joy here, but where exactly do I fit? And this is where I fit. This is what I do best. So I bring a lot to us that way. And I forgot your original question. I've been awake with this project all around the planet for 3 months. So I'm ready
Nice.
to get on the road.
So
And
what's the main purpose
yeah,
behind the
go
HBAR car?
ahead,
You'll
ask
be
me the
traveling around the country and potentially overseas, or what
right.
are you trying to go for? I know you said something about, you wanted to present
Well,
this to Manson Lehman. What is like the main objective long term for the HBAR cars project?
Well, there's nothing better than going face to face with marketing. We are a moving, traveling billboard, talking, and people. I've done this before. That's the thing. People like me. They know me. They trust me, and I've done this before, so I know how it goes when you travel in a vehicle that's different looking. People are
Mhm.
always approaching you, and as we work together, oh God, there'll be no privacy for the HBAR car driver. So that's going to be fun, and I love people, and so there's so much opportunity. That's what it's about, really, is opportunity. It's also about our retail. It's also about the technology of it. There, a hashcraft. It encompasses so many things, and that's the beauty of it, of being crypto, and to invite 30 plus of our best companies over here to be the hub. And it's not about me. This is about all the wonderful things being built with Hedera, and let me be the one to bring it out to the USA. You know, if you go to the Hbar car, you'll see one of our partners, Yarn World. I went to a senior center, and they all love yarn, and I showed them Yarn World, and they were blown away. I mean, just blown away. And that's just a little example of, I'm coming to space, and I'm blown away that I don't see crypto stuff everywhere. That's the big problem. Why not? Because it's beautiful. It's amazing. And so, yes, merchandise, yes, NFTs, yes, uh, utility, yes. We're partnering with other companies that are ready for crypto. We want to get HBAR out to other companies. I've got 4 companies waiting in the wings, but I've got to get this car built and out there, but we're ready to go. We're hoping for a big special Halloween event. As far as Hello Future Live, that has been the big goal. That's super special. It's the artist community, and I'm really hoping that we can get there. And we'll just have to see. We're starting spaces this week, so I invite everyone to come to our spaces. I would like the whole HBAR community involved in this project. This is a small car, and we're going to start with the main teams that we are not teams but
When
businesses.
you say businesses,
And
to
as we
step
grow,
in, but when you say businesses, you're referring to NFT projects, launch pads, marketplaces, anything basically correlating to like the Web3 industry. If you're trying to build something, you're basically a company
yeah,
in your terminology.
yes. I mean, I could give you just a quick. You want to just hear
Yeah,
a
I'd love
quick
to.
list of
That'd be great.
who's partner? All right. All right, we got MFW Beautiful Eras, we got Climateers, we got Koala Club, we got Dovu, we got the Wooks, we got Dead Pixels, Siwas, I'm going to say this wrong, Kabbalah, Siwas, Infernals, Booms, Hydro Labs, Crypto Yetis, H Battalion, Barbarian Inc., Karatika, Saucer Swap, Hazmat, Cybernetic Hearts. We got Josh, 100X, another investor that jumped right in on here. We have more is more on music. Oh, there's music with the HBAR card too. The Rugs, Bone Skaters Club, Bonacci. We have Firefly Shire from Ada, that's Costa Rica, coming in. We have in a trio, we have Panda the Creators, we have Yarn World, we have Houdini, we have Atlantis, Metavision, NFTers, Dragma
The
Labs.
list goes
We've
on.
we've
Yeah,
we've
I
got a
get the
lot,
point. You
a
have
lot.
basically
Yes,
a very
yes,
wide range of all
yes,
of the HBAR projects, and it's great to hear. I'd love to be on it myself if
yes,
you have any
yes.
additional room, but
We got. Just send me your print, and let's get
good
you
deal.
right on there, all kings. Let's get a
That'd be
big
awesome.
crown on there. I need some help. I need some help. I'm just a driver. That's what I've done. Brought you all together. I'm not tech. I'm not an artist. I paint rocks, but I need tech, and I need HBAR to come together behind the HBAR car because we're going to do great things. A travel show is amazing. The people of this country are amazing. The people of this world. We're going to open up and spread some love. This is what this project is all about. Dr. Baird followed his joy, right? Doing all his math. That's his joy. I quit at pre-calculus. Okay, I'm not comparing myself to Dr. Baird, but I follow my joy. I follow my joy, and traveling is my joy, and crypto is my joy, and people and humanitarian causes. I get more joy from putting a smile on somebody's face than I'll ever get from money or anything like that. I want to help HBAR, and I want to help the people out there in this world that want that opportunity. That opportunity. That's what we want to
That's
do,
great.
is give that opportunity and show
Yeah,
the technology of Hedera
bring more
and how
awareness to
wonderful it is
Hedera and
and
the
how
community
everybody.
around it, which is amazing to hear.
Yeah,
We always love more additional awareness and support to the community. So that's a win-win regardless. My real question now is, since you don't necessarily know if you'll be able to make Hello Future live, where do you plan on heading from
yeah.
Washington initially out the gates?
Well, if we do not, this will be kind of fun. If we're on a real time crunch, and if we can't make it that, we are up here in Washington, and this is where we can really involve the community. We have
Yeah, have
Hedera
you
Yacht
spoke with
Club's
Captain
also with
Ron
us.
yet? Have you met
They're
him
up
in
here.
person?
Oh, I sure have. Oh, I sure have. I talked to him on the phone, and then I went with the Hbar car and did some videoing up at the yacht club. And I went after hours with passcodes, and I was knocking on the door, and I was like, "Hello, it's the Hbar car. Is Captain Ron here?" And we had a nice, fun time. It's beautiful up here. So there's a lot to decide. There's an NFT museum up here in Seattle that I never knew about. So there's a lot of options, but we can blast right out of here. My town's excited. I talked to
That's
everybody
great.
about HBAR. I've only found one person that knows crypto. That's where you are with mass adoption. She knew Ethereum, and I almost died when I found her. I was so happy. Somebody. My family doesn't want to hear about crypto anything anymore. My family, they're like, oh God, Dad's gonna start talking about H bar. Here we go. Yeah. So I love it. I'm so enthusiastic. I'm your biggest cheerleader there could ever be, and I have all the respect in the world for the founders, and that's the most important thing
What's
to
a
me.
state that you haven't traveled to yet, James, that you'd want to travel to with the HBAR car?
Well,
You've
I've
been to
only missed
40,
one
you've been,
state
okay,
in
what would
all
you
of my
say though?
travel.
Since you've been to technically either 49 states or 50 states, how many states would you?
Well, okay. I have not been to Hawaii, so if we could get this into Chitty Chitty Bang Bang and float me there,
Nice.
I'm there. Hey, do you got any connections with our governing council, Boeing? Maybe the HBAR car could get a ticket and head out and see the world, but we can talk about that down the road. Let's just put that out there. Hi, Boeing. So, so yeah, I have not been to Wisconsin. I've been to all of the lower 48. I know that's the wonderful thing is I already know where everybody needs to be seen and it's just wonderful. But Alaska, I would love to do that and we can put the H bar car right on the ferry and go
You're
right up
pretty close
Alaska
to
and show
Alaska
everybody that
already.
trip. That would yeah, we might as well do it while we're here. So maybe we'll take the ferry. We'll put the H bar car on the ferry, and we'll take a little cruise to Alaska to say, I got to get out of here before Washington. It is. I'm from Connecticut, and it rains there, but I'm telling you, Washington does not play fair. These winters are gray and rainy, and I've been up here about 6 years, and I'm ready for some sunshine and to have some fun. Yes, I'm ready to go back on the road. So my family will be we're relocating down south, so we'll have a central base
Nice.
down
So this
south
is
too.
basically going to be
So
the start of a new journey for
yeah.
yourself overall, moving from Washington down south.
I'm a. They call me. I'm a wanderer. Coming from a family of wanderers of everywhere. So this is in my blood, and I've tried to stay off the road, and that's just where I'm happy at, and that's my niche. I'm trying. Where do I belong in crypto? This is it. This is brand new. This is the first ever team car. H Bar makes history with this car of what we're gonna do. It's fabulous. And I can't wait to show you. I know it's hard for a lot of people to encompass, but I've lived it. And I had reality shows wanting to follow me, and all. There's so much amazing stuff to see and do, and there'll be prizes
So
from the
the
H bar car.
my next
Oh
question for
yes,
you,
there will.
James, would be, like you're selling these NFTs. What will the NFTs provide to the holders? Is it like, a spot on the H bar car, or is it, to fund and supply basically the traveling that you'll be doing with this vehicle?
Well, right now I have the funding
That's
to
good.
do my own traveling. That's the one thing, I want to show everybody that what I can do, okay? I want to show everybody what we can do before we get into the NFTs. I want a very good project. I want utility. I want people to go, "Yes, I want to be part of this HBAR car project." And that's where we're at. We're still very early. I have to tell you, this is spun very quickly. So we're very early. We're not ready for NFTs yet. We're still building the car, and we're going to get out on the road. We're going to have merchandise. I think that's very important. I think there is so much wonderful merchandise just sitting here, and if you don't know crypto, you won't find it, and that's a shame to me. So I hope to be that intermittent space that can say, "Hey, look at all this art," and all you have to do is come up to this car and say, "What is that?" And then I can ship it. And I don't want it to be about me. I want it to be about each individual company. This is crypto. And this car is going to be decentralized as we can possibly get it. So I want each project to give what they want. And as far as NFTs, I would love for whoever would want to. And again, this is crypto. This is HBAR. We'll vote and but I would like to do a nice HBAR car with all the partners, and they can provide their utility if they'd like, and we could all do something really crazy together, which would be a lot of fun and lots of bonuses for whatever business has. But HBAR car, I will be providing mostly with our NFTs will be real life utility. Halloween, I'm hoping to start off if I can find two winners in the United States that would like to go on a ghost tour and be filmed by the HBAR car. If I can find you, I can take you. And if you're a skeptic, that's even better. I would love to take you, and that'll be a free trip from the HBAR car. Right now, we're having a contest on the HBAR car page, and this is for fan art for any of the partners. And what you'll win there is 1,000 HBAR, and you will get the ticket to ride with the
Nice.
HBAR car. And that's just going to be that's a special community appreciation. That's for all the community that shows up for everybody every day. So whoever wins that one is riding with me, and they're first in line with everything. And we've got all kinds of crazy things. I'll take you into a souvenir shop, and you get to shop. You get to shop with the HBAR car. We can do anything we want. We're HBAR. We're creative, and our roadmap will go as the car goes. We're really early on, and to ask us for a roadmap right now, we're a little early. All I can say is we'll be all over the United States, and HBAR will be the first ones that the United States may only know there might be something called a Bitcoin, but soon they'll know there's something called the HBAR car, and
Nice.
there's HBAR, and that's where we can
Definitely.
start, right? That's a good start.
I wish you
I
the
think
best
that's
on
a
that
good
journey,
start.
James. And if there's anything else that you'd like to close things up with, by all means. But I appreciate you taking the time today to hop on this podcast with myself.
Christian Hasker, shout out. Christian Hasker said he can drive a stick. I'd like to see that up close in person. I want to give a shout out to all the core team that has really came up and supported me. Like I said, I don't know tech. This is just all beautiful to me. But the HBAR community has pulled together. They're creating wonderful, wonderful stuff for our show. We will be on YouTube to start. If there's other platforms that come, then we'd like to. But I need to be able to provide a very in-depth show because we've got a lot to cover and a lot of fun. And anybody in HBAR, you're welcome. I welcome
What's
everyone
the
to come
color of the
talk.
Miata?
Yeah. Black, HBAR black. Oh, and we also come with an HBAR dog, a real one, a border collie. That's better than HBAR. If you can go to the HBAR car site, you'll probably see where
That's
I'm kicking
awesome.
at boom balls, and I'm showing you how HBAR works. Yeah, we got it all. We're all of it. We're all of it
Good
together.
deal. Well,
Yeah,
James,
I'm real
I
excited.
wish you the best of luck on your journey with the HBAR car. I hope it stays up intact on, some very adventurous trips ahead. And I just genuinely wish you the best. I look forward to potentially, coming across this HBAR car down the road in whatever state I end up in. And that'd be very cool to just see it out of nowhere. It's very unique for the space, and I
It's
don't think I've
just.
ever heard of it anywhere else. And I just only can wish the
Thank you.
best for something like this. And so,
Thank you. Just call the H-Bar car and say, H-Bar car, I need you in
H-Bar
Indiana.
taxi.
H-Bar car, I need you
H-Bar
down in.
taxi, the fee is
That's right.
H-Bar. How
I'm
about
coming
that?
for you. That's all. That's all. Just
Yeah.
smile. That's all.
Well,
Just
ladies and
smile.
gentlemen, this has been the Alt Kings podcast.